Mario Kart World is a game with many modes. They have their highs and they have their lows. So I thought today it'll be fun to say the best and worst parts of every mode in Mario Kart World. Note this is all my opinion, and just because I say that one mode has some really bad things doesn't mean it's bad. It's just it could be better. If you enjoy this kind of video, please consider subscribing, and let's jump right in. First up is Grand Prix, and the best thing about Grand Prix is the races. They're all really fun to race on and very well designed. Well, most of them. Except for a couple of bad ones though, they're all good. Take Mario Bros. Circuit for an example. It has some fun turns and lets you perfectly dive into the world of Mario Kart World. No matter what it is, except for these. You'll love driving on them. Even if the lightning bolt hits you in the middle of a race. It could be a bit painful, but still. You'll have fun no matter what. And for the worst thing, well, it's kind of obvious. The intermissions. Some of them are good, but most of them are literal rubbish. Terrible, horrible, straight lines. I think Mario Kart World would be better if they just replaced the intermissions with not intermissions. Or at least do a classic mode with just the free laps of every course. Then and then at least it will give some players an option. But I bet Nintendo could do something to fix this intermission problem. Next is Knockout Tour. And the best thing about Knockout Tour is its uniqueness. There's never been a knockout elimination race except for the first Mario Kart game on the Nintendo Entertainment System. It's just so unique. Starting with 24 players, then going to 20, 16. It's not like the Grand Prix where it's just you can do as bad as you want, you get to play every race. This one you actually have to be good in race if you wanna place. And it takes a much better spin on the intermissions compared to the Grand Prix. Because it's just one big continuous race. It's really good. The thing I don't like about Knockout Tour and the worst thing in it is how sometimes racing in it can be a bit boring. Especially if you're just front running and then like nothing can hit you if you're far enough ahead. But it's the same problem with the intermissions in the Grand Prix. It does it much better, but sometimes it can be a bit boring with just straight lines. It's a small problem though, and this mode is actually really good. Next is time trials. And the best thing about time trials is how it's only you racing. I know that might sound weird, but going from a race with 24 players to only you makes each race feel so much bigger and just better, if I'm honest. You don't have to worry about items flying into you or lightning bolts, so it's you versus the track, which I just find fun. I still like 24 players, but sometimes it's good to take a little break from it all and take it in. Arguably the worst thing though is falling off. I know this might not seem like a big deal, but as you can see, I have 3 mushrooms. Say if I could take a turn too tight and just fall off, I lose it for the entire race. Which means if you're trying to set a new personal record and you just fall off, your mushrooms are lost and you pretty much also lose the record. I just find this a bit annoying because it happened to me a couple of times. Next is versus race. And the best thing about this mode is the amount of races. I have an entire video about this, but if you select your course selection to connected, then you can drive between courses that you can't usually drive to in the Grand Prix or Knockout Tour. This leads to infinite races, but if you want me to tell you more about that, watch my video, my other video, talking all about this. The worst thing about Versus Race is how you can't customize your items. I loved it in 8 Deluxe where you could change your items to anything you want and then be completely overpowered by having everything when the other team had nothing. But this time you can only choose between normal, frantic, and mushrooms only. That's pretty much no customization at all. And it's annoying, and it's an easy change, and it's really, really annoying. Next is Battle. And the best bit about Battle is how you can customize your teams. In other Mario Kart games, you can only pick between no teams or 2 teams. But this time, because there are 24 racers, you can pick 3 teams or 4 teams. This means if you have 4 people playing in a household, then you can all be in different teams if you want to. It's just a really good addition that I hope they bring into other games. But the worst bit is definitely the amount of battle modes. I understand why they brought Balloon Battle, because that's like a classic. Why did they bring the worst mode, Coin Runners, back? And why is it only those 2 modes? Surely they could have added at least one more, like that Shine Thief from 8 Deluxe. It's just easy. Just add a shine box art thingy, whatever. It's easy. Just take away Coin Runners, at least replace it with an actually good mode, or add more modes. This is the Switch 2. It has the power to add more modes. I don't understand why they just didn't though. It's annoying. It's definitely the worst part. Next is Free Roam, and I'm actually going to split this into 3 categories. Number 1 is the content, number 2 is the multiplayer, and number 3 is the music. So let's start with the best thing to do with content. The best thing about content is definitely the collectibles, like the P-Switch missions. It could literally be hours collecting them all, and you can't go too far without finding one. So it's really good that they put in the P-Switch missions. You can also collect question mark panels and Peach medallions. There are so many collectibles in this world that very few people have collected them all. And it will take hours, maybe even days, maybe even months to collect them all. But the worst thing is how to track your collectibles. The only thing it tells you is how many P-switches and Peach medallions you have. I think the question mark panels are done perfectly. It tells you how many are in a place and how many you've collected in that place. If they could do something similar to the P-switches and Peach medallions, that would be great. The best thing about Mario Kart World Free Roam's multiplayer is how you can go online and play with friends. Now, I couldn't get anybody on today, so these guys will have to do. The fact that you can just explore an open world with your friends, like a Mario Odyssey world, just in carts with your friends, it's epic. It's a really good addition. The worst thing is definitely not being able to play 2-player or 3-player split screen on the same console. this would just be a really simple addition. You technically can do this, but it doesn't have any collectibles like the P-switches, and it doesn't really have anything to do. It just feels like a simple addition that Nintendo could make, just getting a 2-player option for free roam. But for now, I guess we're stuck with online. Sad. The best thing about Mario Kart World's music is just the amount of songs. Like, listen to this one. They're all based on different Mario games from the past. I'm not sure what this one is based on, but let me know in the comments if you know what this game is from, because I really want to know. But the worst thing about Mario Kart World's music is not being able to pick what song you want to play. There's got to be like hundreds of songs, and not being able to listen to them is just wrong. Even if there was like some sort of radio you could just turn on in the menu, and then just pick your song, would work great with the road trip style that they're trying to go for this game. It would just be a good addition that Nintendo just could make, maybe like version like 1.5 or whatever. I think it would just be a simple addition that they could easily make. But there you go. That's the good and the bad thing about every mode in Mario Kart World. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. It really supports the channel and makes me happy, and thank you for watching.